Stories of the Master. Welcome to episode 1 of Stories of the Master, where we reflect on how we can improve ourselves little by little, day by day, through sharing stories of the perfect exemplar of the Baha'i faith, Abdu'l-Baha. If you haven't listened to episode 0, please do, where I explain more about this podcast. Today's story shows us how to see the good in others. Have you ever met someone whose behavior or attitudes just didn't make you feel nice or frustrated you? It might have been very easy to identify 1, 2, 3, or maybe 426 really bad things about that person. But what did we achieve by doing this? Feeling negative thoughts about someone else is like hitting ourselves and hoping the other person gets a bruise. Instead, it only hurts us. Luckily for us, we have a perfect example of what we need to do through stories of Abdu'l-Baha. From the age of 9, Abdu'l-Baha was taken away from his home country Persia and exiled with his father Baha'u'llah and the rest of their family. Once he was set free, and despite his older age, Abdu'l-Baha set off to travel and share Baha'u'llah's message of peace to many other countries. Before he left, Abdu'l-Baha was invited to speak at a conference about peace in America. Abdu'l-Baha's visit to America wasn't some small event. He was famous. When his ship, the SS Cedric, arrived in New York in April 1912, reporters stormed the ship and pleaded with Abdu'l-Baha to stay on board so they could interview him and take photos. Abdu'l-Baha's arrival in America was so well known that during the 8-month stay, he spoke to over 90,000 people in many different settings. Abdu'l-Baha's arrival to the United States of America caught the attention of many well-known dignitaries, in particular, a man named Hudson Maxim. What was he famous for? His family were in the business of war. His brother, Hiram, was the inventor of the first fully automatic machine gun in the world, called the Maxim gun, which was responsible for killing over 1,500 people in Africa during one battle. Hudson Maxim invented a bomb that used a smokeless gunpowder that ended up blowing off his hand when he was creating it, giving him the nickname the one-handed arms dealer. Hudson Maxim had a bone to pick with Abdu'l-Baha, who the newspaper referred to as the prophet of peace. He had no interest in peace. In fact, peace would put him out of business. So he requested time with the master, and on the 5th day of being in New York, Abdu'l-Baha welcomed a conversation with Hudson Maxim at the reception room in his hotel. Abdu'l-Baha greeted him in English. "Welcome, welcome, very welcome." Mr. Maxim was polite, but then got down to business. Knowing that Abdu'l-Baha was bringing a message of peace, he asked, "What is your opinion of modern war?" To which Abdu'l-Baha replied, "Everything that prevents war is good." Not satisfied with this answer, Hudson Maxim presses his view on war being necessary and the only way to prosperity and safety, to which Abdu'l-Baha gently suggests, "Why not try peace for a while? If we find war is better, it will not be difficult to fight again. But if we find that peace is the glorification of humanity, the impulse of true civilization, the stimulus to inventive genius, and the means of attainment to the good pleasure of God, we must agree to adhere to it and establish it permanently." Maxim couldn't stop pressing his points and started explaining why modern war was more effective and less dangerous than ancient wars. So what do you think Abdu'l-Baha did to a person who was trying to convince him that war and killing was necessary and that we should not promote peace? Do you think he completely slammed his arguments or made Mr. Maxim feel small or unintelligent? Do you think he shamed Mr. Maxim on his bad qualities, of which there might have been many? No. Abdu'l-Baha did the opposite. He focused on Hudson's good qualities and said, "The greatest intelligence of man is being expended in the direction of killing his fellow man. The discovery of high explosives, perfecting of death-dealing weapons of war, the science of military attack, all of this is a wonderful manifestation of human intelligence." Wait, stop. Wait a second. Let's play this back. The discovery of high explosives, perfecting of death-dealing weapons of war, the science of military attack, all of this is a wonderful manifestation of human intelligence. Instead of insulting Mr. Maxim, Abdu'l-Baha compliments him by describing his actions as a wonderful manifestation of human intelligence. Instead of focusing on the bad, Abdu'l-Baha chose to see the good in Hudson Maxim. And yes, it's true, Hudson Maxim was smart. And then Abdu'l-Baha continues, "But it is in the wrong direction. You are a celebrated inventor and scientific expert whose energies and faculties are employed in the production of means for human destruction." Pause. Wow. Okay. He even continues to compliment Mr. Maxim by calling him celebrated and an expert. Let's keep going. "Your name has become famous in the science of war. Now you have the opportunity of becoming doubly famous. You must practice the science of peace. You must expend your energies and intelligence in a contrary direction. You must discover the means of peace, invent guns of love, which shall shake the foundations of humanity." Wow. This conversation had quite the impact on Hudson Maxim. While still publishing work on weapons, he spent his years going further into his passion for poetry. He performed in theatre and was a staunch supporter of women's rights. It's no doubt why the famous inventor of the light bulb and motion picture camera, Thomas Edison, referred to Hudson Maxim as the most versatile man in America. So what did we learn from this story? Think back to the person who you didn't get along with. Are they the cause of murder? Are they creators of destruction? Unlikely. If Abdu'l-Baha can see the good qualities in an arms dealer, we can see it in everyone else. And let me leave you with these words from the master, Abdu'l-Baha. "If a man has 10 good qualities and 1 bad one, look at the 10 and forget the 1. And if a man has 10 bad qualities and 1 good one, to look at the 1 and forget the 10. Never to allow ourselves to speak one unkind word about another." Thank you for listening to episode 1. I really hope you enjoyed it and practice seeing the good in everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and follow to catch the next episode of Stories of the Master.